Hi! So yesterday was my birthday and I tried to record a video, but there's this thing with my microphone and sometimes it sounds like a chipmunk and then I just have to disable it and enable it, but I don't know it until somebody tells me. And after I recorded the last one I had to, finish getting ready and go and I didn't have time. So I was going to do it when I got home, but I was super tired. So didn't. But I'm doing one now. So yesterday was my birthday, and I got up, and my boyfriend made me breakfast. It was like these cracker things with cheese on some and meat on others, and another one had something, I don't know what it was. And he made me brownies, and there was orange juice and coffee and chocolates, which I haven't eaten yet. I was eating breakfast, and he gave me presents. He got me, um, this is Rebecca Steam from Monster High. Just a better stand on her. She's cool because she's not just steampunk, she's also kind of modern, so she's like, a mix between steampunk and cyberpunk. More steampunk though. So she's actually metal and she's got like, there's the camera. She's got like little rivets on her. She's got like these gears that move, and rocket powered boots, and awesome blue hair, which is what I wanted in my hair, but mine like washes out after one go. And she's got gears. Yeah, and she's got gears and everything, and she's got this thing. I think this comes off though. So she's all do 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 and stuff. Yeah, she's awesome. And she has a pet penguin. And penguins can't fly, so it has a rocket booster on the back. It's also got little rivets on it. Cute. And he got me this one, which is a make your own monster set. I've been playing with it for like an hour. You get like all of these, and they have like different tattoos and where the faces are. Faces. Yeah. And then it has like this thing with all the pieces are out in it. I tried to show that yesterday, so if you watched yesterday's video without sound, then you saw it. She's got like a heart put on her and belly button things. And so she's all with some pieces and I'm playing with her hair and she's pretty. And yeah. So I've been playing with dolls. Oh, it was okay. So yesterday after breakfast, we went and got on the bus and then we went on a train. Hi. And we were supposed to go on a train straight to where we were going, but there was a problem and one of the switches was busted right where we were supposed to go, so we had to get on another train. And then there was another problem, so then we had to get on another train. But we finally got there, and we went to Maduro Dam. Maduro Dam. Yeah. And that's like a little tiny Holland. Well, not that tiny, but there's buildings that were, some of them were bigger than me, some of them were smaller than me, and some of them, like, you could look in the windows and see little people, or depends on the building, but lots of them had people, and there was cars and bikes, and, like, lots of little detail, like, they weren't, like, just textures, like, they were actually, like, they'd use moldings and stuff, so there was, like, indents for the bricks, and here, cats. Indents for the bricks, and there were little boats, and things moved, and some of them, like, you'd put money in, something would happen. Some of them, somebody else put money in, so I could watch it, which is nice. Some of them, I put money in. Like, one of them, it was a shoe factory, and in the truck, it goes by the factory, and then inside you hear bang, 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 the saw, and you hear, like, making the boots, the shoes, clogs, and because you put in here, and then it drops out the clogs, and then drives by, and you reach in, Ah, I got shoes. I'd show you the shoes, but I left them in my boyfriend's bag, and that's with him wherever he's working today. Different sites. Anyway, so yeah, got little shoes, little glass shoes that say Madeira Dam on the side. It's Delft Blau, and white. And yeah, that was cool. And another one, they made little candy bars. Those were only 10 cents. Yeah, these candy bars kind of cents. I felt a little silly grabbing it out with little kids there watching me, but you know, they had to wait their turn. um, yeah, so that was cool. But then I was kind of like, ah, it's hot, and I'm tired. And then we went and got lunch there. Well, got ice cream there. Everything was overpriced, and nothing looked very tasty. And it was hot, so I didn't really want to eat. So I got ice cream, and my boyfriend got French fries. And then we went on a tram, and that took us to a beach. And then I was like, I want to go swimming, but I didn't bring my suit, and there's no lockers to put our bags in, and I don't trust people. So, um, yeah, so we walked down the pier and saw all the people and stuff, and yeah. And then after we walked around and I saw the people, we went into Sea Life. Sea Life. And I have a little Sea Life coin, which is also in the backpack with the shoes. Wasn't very clever of me. But anyway, went to Sea Life, and in Sea Life you go in and there's fish. There's like, alright, but first you go into this big tank, you know, big tank, and you can look in and you can see like the big fish going. And there was this one fish, we went up next to the tank, and it had like a busted eye. So it was like, help me. And it would come up, and it would like spit at me, like little bit, like it didn't hit me or anything. And you weren't supposed to touch the water, so I didn't, because it could make the fish sick. So the fish is like, and then it looked over, and one of those manta rays, you know, those flat ones with the long tails, manta ray, was like head up in the water, like spinning around. I was like, whoa! So I was like, over there to watch it. It's like, come on. And we went and watched it, and my boyfriend's like, whoa, his mouth and nose holes. And I'm taking pictures. I'll try to upload them later to Facebook. If you're on my Facebook, you'll see them. If you're not, well, I don't probably know you then. And yeah, so that was cool. And yeah, and we wandered around, and we saw a little movie about how they torture turtles. They take the endangered turtles and they strap cameras on the turtles or something, a pole on it, blue paint so that their enemies can find them more. Horrible. I'm sure that wasn't the point of the video. But anyway, so we're mostly just watching the video because our legs were tired. I'm pretty sure we got lunch somewhere. Did we have lunch? I don't know. I think we had lunch. Where did we have lunch? Anyway, so yes, we watched that, and then there was another part, and some of them had like these bubbles, and you could like stick your head in, and you could like hear the fish, because it was like an indented like bubble, and you could like, look in, and so you look in, here, and you could see them under the water. It was cool, and yeah, there was some really cool fish we saw. There was an octopus somewhere, but I never saw it. I think it was hiding. Sneaky octopus. And we saw some piranhas that were this big, and we're like, ooh, piranhas. And then we went to the next fish tank, and there was piranhas that were like this big, and I was like, oh, piranhas. And in the same tank, there was like the big manta rays like across the bottom, and then there was also there was something else. Oh yeah, little sharks. Well, little meaning the size of a small dog. You know, like yay big around and about as long as from me to my hips. Maybe longer. Anyway, so yeah, little sharks. And there was signs like, don't fall in, poison. Some fishes are poisoned and others bite. Don't touch the water. But they had a walkway all around so you could walk up and over and look in. So if you fell, it was all over for you. And we did walk around, not fall. That would be awful. I wouldn't be talking about it if I fell. If I did talk about it, I'd be in a hospital, I think. But anyway, so we walked around. And then later we walked in this one part and there was a tunnel and it went up over your head, the water, and you could look up and it was like, whoa! And there was a sea turtle, whoa! And I was trying to take pictures of the sea turtle, but the sun was like, whee! And you couldn't really take good pictures because the sun was there and it was all shiny, and the turtle, and it was swimming, and it was like, it's big. It looked that big. I don't know. The glass was curved. It could have been bigger or smaller. Anyway, it was like, ooh, it's big all around the tank. Yeah. And, yeah, that was cool. And then when we finally got done in there, we went to the gift shop because that's where it always ends, the gift shop, and we got some blue slushies. It's not anymore. But then our tongues are blue. And then we walked back out to the beach, and we took off our shoes, and we walked across the part of the water so it like comes up across your feet and stuff, but we didn't go swimming because we didn't have swimsuits. And there was some people without tops on, like girls with their boobs, and I was like, I didn't notice it at first, but then my boyfriend's like, there's boobs, and I was like, what? He's like, don't stare, because I'm like, because, you know, the sun's in my face, and but I want to see boobs. He's like, well, look down, you'll see them too. No, Mom, there's a seashell. There's a bunch of little seashells, but they're all kind of the same, and I stepped on a lot of them, but that was okay, because they sunk into the thing. Anyway, and later, we're walking, and there was boobs again, and they were just there, they were just like boobs, like, just there. She was just walking around with the boobs out, just airing her boobs on the beach, public beach, with kids too, and I'm like, whoa. And I walk a little longer, and I see a little kid running around just completely naked, like, what? So, that was weird. And then we were going to go get some food, but it was really full. And we were worried that there was some problems with the train again, so we thought we'd better get back to the station. So then we took a tram. We took the tram to the train station. And then my boyfriend, checked his phone, and the trains were like, yeah, we're on time, it's fine. And we were like, okay. So then we went and got some food at the train station. I got this thing with the french fries, and then there's like cut meat on it that's been cooked on a stick. And then there's like lettuce on it, and coleslaw, and tomatoes, and some sauce, and there's no cheese in there. And then we're like, okay, let's go catch our train. And we went to the train, and the train's like, we're running late. And we're like, why? We checked the phone, and the phone said with the app that you were fine. So then we had to wait, and we got on the train. And then the train was like, we're going, no, we're not. There was a train that was broken down in front of us, and they couldn't go any further, so then we'd stop, and then we're stuck in the train, and then we had to wait for the train to turn around, but that takes a while, so we're like sitting there like, and then the train went the other way, and we're like roasting in one of those little areas in between two carts, so we went and sat somewhere else, because they were like, oh yeah, we have problems, this may take a minute. So we went and sat somewhere that's cooler, until we got back to the station, and then we got off, and then we got another train, and then that train had an issue, and then we got another train, and one of the trains, it was like, we were like, right in there, like, it was awful. There was really no room, because two trains broke down, and they both got onto one train, and then we're like, trying to fit two trains with people onto one, because both trains were like full. So that was crazy. And then we got back finally to the right town, but then the bus that goes to our house wasn't running anymore because the trains were all, we're stupid, and we're going to try to just make you spend all your money on the trains because we can't get our act together. So then we had to take a taxi back, and the taxi driver was pretty cool. This time I sat in the front seat because I always talk to the person in the front seat, and I always sit in the back seat because shy. Yeah. So I sat in the front seat this time, and the guy talked to me, and he's like, "Did you go to the beach today?" I think it was probably obvious because my face was even redder than it is now. It's like, lobster. So, yeah. And I was like, yeah. He says, I wish I could go to the beach. And I was like, well, why can't you go to the beach? I was thinking, maybe he works too much, but nobody works every day. And then he told me he is Muslim, and the Muslim people have a thing, Ramadan, I think it was called. If I have that wrong, I'm sorry. But he explained that in his religion, they have a whole month where they fast. They don't eat or drink. I was like, and you're not dead? And then he explained to me you don't eat or drink from certain time to a certain time, so throughout the day, and at night you can eat and drink stuff. And I think I could go a day, I think I could go a month without eating during the day, but when this heat, I think it would be very hard to have to go that long without drinking throughout the day. You must have to be very devout to your religion to do such a thing, I think. Yeah. So, that was interesting. I remember I heard about that a little bit at school, because we covered Muslims when I was at school one time. I don't know why. Because we didn't really cover any other religions. Like, we never went over Jewish religion or Christian, Catholic, or Hindu. Actually, I think we did go over Hindu a little bit. Very quick. Not enough to. We went over Egyptian gods once, too. Anyway, so we covered it a little bit, like, a long time ago, though, and I was, like, 10. So, but I remember a little bit because it was interesting. Because I remember it was interesting because there was a lot of things that they did that were difficult. I remember it sounded difficult because they had to like pray so many times a day, and they had to prayer rug, and they had to make a journey to their place at least once in their life, which is fine if you're not that far away, but if you are, then so yeah. And yeah, so he reminded me about that, educated me on that, because I mean, something you remember from when you're 10 may not be so accurate as what it should have been, of course. I could have all of that wrong. Maybe it's a different one that had the prayer rugs, but you should look that up. Anyway, so that's interesting. And yeah, we talked about where I'm from, and we talked about the price of gas. And it turns out that the price of gas in America is actually cheaper than it is in Europe, which is kind of surprised me because I remember, everybody's like, oh, it's so expensive, oh my god. But over here it's even more, so that was interesting. Of course, yeah. Anyway, so that was interesting. And then I got back to the house, and I was like, ugh. Had to go to the neighbors and feed their cats, because now it's late, because it's off the train and stuff. And I came in, and there was a package from my mom. She'd mailed me a birthday present, and it actually came on my birthday. And I had this on it. It's funny because somebody else posted this on my Facebook. It says, happy birthday, Kim. Love you, Mom. And my mom's wife also made her mark there. It's a cat. She makes a cat. It's her mark. It's me cute. And she sent me this bag. And it's cool. And she sent me. I can't eat it. No, window. Yeah. So this is cool. It's so there's a Indian woman who's been going door to door trying to sell her husband's prints, and my mom bought one for me for Christmas, and it didn't fit in the Christmas box, so now I have it for my birthday. And look, it has a turtle. Yeah. Let's put that back. Yeah. And she sent me some candy that they don't have over here, some Reese's and some Tootsie Rolls. So that's cool. And yeah, so it was a pretty awesome day. And I want to say thank you to everybody who wished me happy birthday, all the people on my Facebook, and the people on my Skype, and the people who texted me throughout the day. But the people who texted me probably don't know I have a YouTube channel. Hey, it's okay, I texted them back, thank you, it's fine. Yeah, so thank you, everybody, and my friends and family and stuff. And yeah, so it was a cool day, and I got to do all kinds of things. But now I want to go back to the beach and go swimming before it gets cold. My boyfriend said we can try to do it within the next week, maybe on a weekend day, but I don't know. Maybe they fix the trains. They said there was like thing he told me on the message board that says, "Oh, we're gonna be working very hard all night and we'll fix this by tomorrow," but you know. So. Yeah. Oh, it was also cool. I got to Skype my mom last night, so I came back. I got the present, and I came up and I found my mom on Skype, and I called her before I opened it so I could open it and talk to her like I would if I was not a bajillion miles away. So that's cool. I like Skyping my mom because she's, in Vermont and I'm in Holland and I don't see her like I would otherwise. I don't like see her day to day, face to face and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the mirror. Over there is a box that my present came in from my mom. It's on the floor not because I'm a slob, but because the kitten loves it. I don't know where the kitten is because the door is open so he can run up and down the stairs. But the other door is closed so that he doesn't run out for a little bit. Oh yeah, I got crystals too. So, they're only €2. Got one for me and one for my friend when I see him next time. I don't know which is which, but maybe he can look at this and tell me, I want the one on the left, and I can sit there the next time rewatching the video, which side is my left. Yeah, but anyway, they're cool. And one of them actually, this one, broke off the bottom, so it's got like this. It won't focus. 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 Never going to focus. It's got a little tiny shardy bit that fell off the bottom. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got some candy yesterday at the store. It's just things. And it kind of tastes like maple. I think it is maple. And it's like lollipop stuff, but it's in like this wax paper, so you can just stick there and go on it, and eat it like a lollipop that's in a hole. So instead of a stick going all the time, you can sit there. Yeah, I don't know why, it just seems better. Yeah, and I'd show you my kitten again, but I don't. Oh, I know. I think he's upstairs. He can climb up this ladder now, but he can't climb down the ladder. But it's about nap time, so I think he's upstairs napping on my pillow because he likes to do that. It's nice. He's nice. And yeah, I think that's everything I can think of I wanted to talk about today. And this is already a very long video, so goodbye everyone. And I don't think I'm actually burnt. I think I'm just pink. See, you can see like the line like here a little bit. Thinking about laying on the back porch and tanning a little more today because the neighbors are gone, so I can go out in my bikini and not have to worry about people like staring at me. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. I have to push the stop button. It's camera. Yeah.